And y'all try to be so clever with it. You try to be so clever. I know you're thinking like, oh, this is a national treasure. Everybody knows this. You definitely wanted that shock factor. We know. You definitely wanted that shock factor. Mm, mm. Yeah, Cherry. Yeah, this last part, this is what got you blocked. Like, girl, like, you probably should have answered the phone. Thank you, Tip. You should have probably answered the phone about 10:40, 10:30. Cause girl, that's crazy. Thank you, Tip. Happy Monday. That's crazy. That's crazy, Cherry. Like, and then don't answer the phone. And then don't answer the phone. Hey. And then you don't answer the phone. We see why she got blocked. We see why she got blocked. Like, and then she didn't answer the phone. Cherry. You could have answered the phone if it was just so Cherry, where you at? Was it love, care, like where you at, sweetie? Let me see. 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 Because you knew what she was gonna say. That's why you didn't answer the phone. So I done finished reading Bianca. Cherry Cola ain't scared. Cherry Cola, I met Cherry Cola from the morning show. Like, what's going on? What is going on right here?
Why? Oh, you finally came up. I kept inviting you, girl. Okay, let me go
No,
back
I
down.
did finish reading, but Cherry know what she got off the chain at. I mean,
You did
she got
finish
off the
reading.
chain,
You
but
did finish reading.
she started really creeping and got really off the chain when she referenced a dog.
But what happened after she called? I didn't answer what she said. And with the
And that's
laughing
what
emojis,
and
with the
that's what I'm
laughing emojis. So she thought it was funny too. But
and that's what
that's
I'm
my
saying,
character.
Cherry. And that's what I'm saying, Cherry. That's why I felt like you should have answered or at least called back because just like you're utilizing, and I felt like you were gonna have that angle because I caught that, and and that's why I felt like, well, why you just didn't answer the phone?
But
If it was
I
gonna
was gonna get
be,
cursed out.
uh,
I couldn't take getting cursed out.
you can take being cussed out, but you dished it out.
But it wasn't like, it wasn't offensive. It wasn't like it was my character. You know what I'm saying? I'm just talking out of love.
So why would you be scared of what you was gonna get in return, even if it was a checking? You didn't
Because
think you
it was
deserved.
gonna because it was gonna be more than what I said. It was gonna be more down low into the gritty needy. You know what I mean? It was gonna be a curse out, curse out.
Wait, so now you wanted to truly be in charge, just like when you sent that message, you wanted to be in charge. You truly wanted to be in charge. If you could not have the control, even from the response, I have the control, even from the response.
You know what I mean? And by you reading it like you read it, I understand what See why she say that. But you know, but
Well, yeah, I mean, you got to realize, Cherry, if you felt like it was something to giggle about, and the most that was going to come from it was you being cursed out or probably disrespected, that should be understood because you yourself were disrespectful when you could have kept it cute. You went beyond cute. So why would you now deny access to a moment that you created? Because again, you got to think about it, Cherry. You did not utilize the policy. Why didn't you utilize the policy, Cherry?
I don't even know the policy. I really don't. I'm new to the social media. I don't know anything about no policy.
Ah,
Cause nobody that
what?
informed me. Nobody informed me. I just know her. I just know don't blame Diamond. And
Girl,
I was trying to
what?
blame her. I was trying to like tell her when this happened, is I want her page to keep getting banned. We was, you know what I'm saying, when it's getting good and everybody in there and then everybody fall off the panel because TikTok, stop everybody from coming up there to request us. And then, you know what I'm saying, because it hurt the comment cousins too when that keep on happening. When they go up there acting fool, they yell, they talk over each other and this and that, whatever. And so I was just, just saying things out of love. That's all. I know it's gonna be taken that far. But if I would have answered that phone, I would have been like, you
I call it a
motherfucker,
policy, but
you son of a,
y'all do know the requirements over there too. Like y'all, come on, y'all do know the drop policy. That's the
Man,
policy.
if I join mafia, I gotta know all the policy, all the rules and regulations to this.
Well, you
I
know,
didn't know
various.
what you
Hold
said
on,
what I could
Cherry.
say.
Hold on. So, Cherry Color, let me slow you all the way down because before we get too far, majority of the rooms that y'all go into have policies. It's only a few that maybe don't have policies, but majority of the rooms have policies. Over here, now, granted, in other areas on the app, it may not, and I understand that. But over here, the ecosystem is created. There are policies. Some people choose not to, but for the most part, y'all do know when y'all go into rooms, there are policies. Now, Diamond being one who is the pioneer trailblazer that created, many ideas for us all, I would think you would already know her policy.
Yeah, I know about the drops in it, but I don't know. I didn't know about when you know what I'm saying, some stuff about when like I
Well, the
said.
drop policy would have, you know, the drop policy actually handles the beginning of your message, which is the yelling and the cussing. When you hear yelling and cussing, only thing you got to do is pay 25. Like, here's the cheat code. When y'all say, oh, 25 is too much, y'all know y'all can do it together. Y'all know y'all could come together, put $5 together, $10 together, whatever. Y'all know y'all could come together. Any other time y'all in the comment section chatting, talking about this, talking about that.
Not with the main people on the panel. You know what I'm saying? You have main people on the panel that's making the
No,
show.
everybody get
You don't want to drop
dropped.
the main. You don't want to drop the main person that the topic is about. You know what I mean? So when other people come in, I'm just saying when that person is yelling and screaming, and other person yelling and screaming with that person trying to, you know what I'm saying?
So then, Cherry,
You don't want to drop them.
you might should have sent this message to the individual that's yelling and cursing, and actually asked them to not come into panels that you frequent and curse and fuss because it irritates you. And plus, it's gonna flag the pages. Why don't you hit those individuals up?
Yeah, I shouldn't have you know what I'm saying, message her there on IG. You know what I mean? I apologize for that too.
I mean, it's not that you
Yeah.
messaged
If
her.
you apologize, still have to block.
It's a point in time in the message where you went left. Like, again, like I stated in the beginning of your message, it was perfectly fine. You say, when the panelists start yelling and cursing, us common cousins be fighting for our life trying to get your attention. Nothing wrong with that. You making her aware that when the common cousins are when the panelists are carrying on, you all are in the comments trying to get the host attention. Nothing wrong with that because, mind you, the panelists are also trying to get the host attention when they're cussing and fussing as well. So you're not wrong in that aspect. Nothing's wrong with that. You go on to say, You go on to say, we tired of that shit, man. When we type Showtime or Protect the Live, take heed to it. Nothing's wrong with y'all being fed up or getting frustrated. We tired of that shit. Ain't nothing wrong with that. That's a critique anybody could take. Y'all tired of it, y'all fed of it, but there are ways to mitigate it, which that's why I asked you, did you utilize the policy? If you utilize the policy, then you ain't got to worry about the cussing and fussing. But if you're talking about the show and the people that come, you might need to just hit the actual people up themselves and make them aware of you view them in the way you view them. Yeah, because where you went off where don't just sit there and keep playing with your feet, man, with the two ends. That's when you started treading water and walking on water like Jesus. When you first made that comment about just sitting there with your feet, that's when you started walking on water like Jesus.
Hey Manny, how are you doing? Now,
Hey.
do we come to your job and tell you what to do at your job? Not to tap your feet, not to do this, not to do that.
Well, Roro, hold on. Let me correct you. Let's not call her Pepsi. Please respect her and call her Cherry.
No, I call her Pepsi.
And she loud and rowdy. That's loud and
Exactly.
rowdy. It's okay. She loud and rowdy.
So Manny, don't
It's
get into
all
this.
good.
Don't get into
Yeah,
this.
and she loud and rowdy. You know.
that's fine.
Well, I didn't want to have a moment to where y'all got disrespectful. Some laughing emojis came, and then there was a disconnect
We're
because
not gonna get loud and rowdy. Now,
Cherry
But you
can
are
dish
loud and
it,
rowdy.
but
That's
Cherry
the thing
can't
with me.
take it. So
I
let's
can take it. I
remember,
can take it. I
Cherry
can
can
take
dish it,
everything.
but Cherry cannot take it. Remember,
I can take
Cherry,
it.
you did not answer the phone, which in return led to you
No.
getting blocked. Had you answered the phone, you probably would be blocked because you would
I
have
was
heard.
working. I was working anyway.
So Pepsi, let me ask you a
Cherry.
question.
Yes, I was working.
So when you go to your job, does anybody tell you not to tap your feet or do what you want to do at your job?
I was just giving them some advice. It was some advice. It wasn't.
Some,
It was
some
some
what?
advice. It was advice.
Yeah, nothing's wrong with the advice. It's a point in time where she got in slippery eyes.
It was a
Like,
figure of speech. I wasn't
again,
calling her regular doll. I was it was like a description. You know what I'm saying? It was just a figure of speech. It
that
wasn't
was
calling her.
totally out of
We know
line.
Diamond Beautiful.
Hey, Miss
Y'all
Nitra,
doing
that
too
was
much.
totally out of line because again, you had already gave some suggestions, but then mind you, you had already said in the beginning of your message about how somebody was looking.
And
Again, you said in the beginning of your message, you said, "Whew, don't just sit there and keep playing with your feet, man." That's what you said in the beginning. So you had already covered.
It was a description what she was doing when it was happening.
see, that ain't
Man,
nothing.
I ain't mean no harm. She was
So
playing with her
what's
feet and using her products, and I want pretty feet too. I was just because every time she played with her feet with her products, I always tell her, "Can
So
you
you
buy
should
the
have answered.
product?"
You should have answered the phone if it was indeed a joke. You should have answered the phone and taking and took what she had to deliver to you in return.
I was working. I was working.
So what was so funny about what you just
Well,
left?
you still do have time. You still do have time. The day is young.
No, I
The
got
day is
blocked,
not
so
even.
I can't do that. I got blocked, so you know it is what it
So
is. I apologize, and she blocked me still. So you can't, you know, it is what it is.
so
I still got
Cherry,
love for her, though. I still got love for her.
so
Oh
Cherry,
well,
hold
yeah.
on. Let me ask you a
Well,
question. You
you out of
just
there.
giggled. You just giggled. What was so funny? What made you giggle? Was that a nervous giggle? Because I'm trying to figure out what was laughing. I missed the punch.
It was something in the comments. Somebody said that I should never read it. That's why. Anyway,
Bye, Pepsi Cola.
bye, loud and rowdy.
Pepsi Cola. I mean, Cherry Cola, y'all. The people say they don't understand what happened. Cherry Cola. Cherry Cola. Can you inform the people what you have done? What you decided to do?
I made a mistaken message Diamond about, her platform. As host, what I'm saying, a lot of creators don't like that, but a lot of creators get messages like that from, the comment cusses sometimes. And it don't mean no harm. It's just showing, what I'm saying, we care. It's showing that we care out of love. But I took it too far. I said she was playing with, besides sitting there playing with her feet. She could model her products. I'm on pretty feet too, man. And saying that, she's sitting there like Raggedy Ann, I disrespect your idea, but it was just a figure of speech. That's all. That's my character. And I ain't mean no harm about it, but like I said, the coming cuss was pissed off at me today. So I apologize to them too. And I apologize to them. I'm saying I still got love, but hey, it is what it is. I'm blocked, I'm blocked. I ain't gonna dog out because I got blocked. You know what I mean? I was wrong and I should never did that, whatever. I apologize, and nothing else I could do. But Miss Blessings, she came up there telling myself, watch out for her and this and that. First of all, I only told Siobhan that Siobhan came in the room and Miss Nitras laughed, and I told Siobhan she was looking for her because she did come on the panel and she said where she at this girl, this, that, and she was looking for her. So I just let her know
Thank
she
you,
was
Mike.
looking for her, and that's it.
Happy Monday, y'all.
I don't be doing no wrong. You know what I'm saying? Everybody on here be doing so much damage on here, but I do a little something, it's a problem. And that was something to get blocked about. You know what I'm saying? She even laughed about it. She even kikied about
Well,
it.
Cherry, that's why I
She laughed
stayed.
about it too.
Cherry, that's why I stated you should have answered the phone, but you said, like you already knew, you did not want to hear her rebuttal. You wanted to dish out the disrespect because, again, you could have shortened your message. You chose not to shorten it. You probably didn't even proofread it because had you proofread it, you would have felt a need to remove some things. Miss Fab, thank you so much, Miss Fab. But if you actually felt you wanted to keep that, then you should at least gave her the room to respond. You didn't want to give her that room to respond knowing that y'all had that relationship. But now you want to sit back on the fact that y'all have that relationship. If y'all had that relationship, then you should have answered the phone. You see how you have created a situation as well as now created a boundary. And then now you see her boundary after your boundary. Your boundary was to run and not give her the space to respond. Her boundary was to just block you and you feeling like, oh, we could just giggle about it.
Man, who brought it to the front, though? It was on the back end. Who brought it to the front? You know what I'm saying? Who brought it to
Well, you didn't answer the phone. Like you didn't answer the phone. So again, you have to go with the moment. Like you didn't answer the phone. You're saying that you're at work. When y'all are on these lives, y'all can't be thinking that the live host is thinking that you're at work. We're thinking that you have free time.
Wait a minute, man.
You're making free time.
Apologies.
So if you don't have, hold on, Sweet and Swift, but if you don't have free time, then you have to make that apparent. Because outside of that, we're thinking that you all are making free time. Like right now, I'm thinking you're making free time. I'm not in your business to know whether you're at work or not. So only thing I can assume is that when she called, that at least you could have answered and said, I'm at work, I'll call you back. You didn't even give that. You responded and said you was not going to deal with full of, you know what, Cherry? You know what? Like, girl, you know what you done. Go ahead, Sweet and Swell.
I'm sorry. Let me just say something real quick, and Asia, I'm gonna drop down. But they're saying in the comments, Cherry Cola, that you were talking junk. It was fine until you came back in the live talking junk in the comments. Now, this whole time I've been shopping for Black Forest ham, I haven't heard you address that. So, what were you saying to Diamond in the comments that really made her block you? Because it seemed like it wasn't the issue that they're saying. Is not that you didn't answer the phone. It's not that you called a Raggedy Ann. It's not that you said she was rubbing her feet together like.
Well, these are the things that led to. Hold on, Sweet and Swift. These are the things that led to that moment because again, she made these comments first. Then
And
she decided
that's
not
what I'm
to.
saying.
But
And
hold
that's
on,
what
Cherry
I'm
Color. Hold
saying.
on, Cherry Color. You made the comments first, but then you decided not to answer the phone and then made another comment. See, all of your comments got through. If y'all are not noticing, all of Cherry's comments got delivered. Only thing Diamond said was you didn't answer the phone.
But
All of Cherry's
how many
comments
times you
got
gonna
delivered.
apologize to somebody though? How many times you got to apologize to somebody? Be like this, that, then keep and get blocked anyway for apologizing. That's crazy.
Cherry, what was you in the comments saying? I still ain't heard you tell me. What was you in the comments saying, girl? Because the comment cousins is saying you was going off in the comments before you got blocked. Was you calling her raggedy Ann and putting feet emojis in the comments?
No,
You wasn't? Well, what
no.
the comment cousins talking about? What they talking about,
She asked
girl?
me, do I no she, she was still talking like, she was so, what I'm saying, hurt from what I said, whatever, and stuff like that and everything. And the kamikaze, they was coming at me. So I was coming at the kamikaze. They was coming at me. The panelists was coming at me. Everybody was against me. So I was the mold on the wall. So of course I'm gonna take up for myself, but they was like, you coming to the backyard boogie. And I was like, no, if I come, Diamond gonna beat me up. That's the only thing I said. She really got mad.
Because again, you keep just throwing things out there, Cherry. Now you done threw out there that the lady gonna jump on you. Like, Cherry, you keep saying, like, Cherry, if you yourself is equating all of this to laughing emojis, then you must understand how you yourself are throwing the most salt, the most fuel, the most problems into the situation. Forgetting each twist and turn about the laughing emoji.
Manny, where's the clip? Can we see the clip, or she don't have any more clips because she don't have an assistant? What?
I'm gonna say this. I got love for Diamond. I ain't mean no harm about it. You know what I'm saying? I see your point, man. I see where you coming from. And I see where the coming cuss is coming from. And I see Diamond, sad or whatever. But anyway, when I got on the panel, you know what I'm saying? It was woman to woman. We talked. I said what I had to say. She said what she had to say. I apologized so many times. What I supposed to do? Kiss ass? I apologize. And I did kiss ass. I really did.
When it just happened,
I still got
so
blocked. And then
so I mean, this just happened, right? Didn't it?
yeah, it just happened. And I feel bad because she was real hurt and stuff like that. She was like, I'm finna get off laugh right now, just that, whatever. And she was so emotional and stuff like that. But, way.
So then, are you not listening? Then, like, are you not listening to what you created?
Yeah, I am.
So I would think that you would think and know that it would take a little time, because if she made you aware that she is truly hurt by your actions, like you got too comfortable, and I'm gonna go with a strong maybe.
Yeah, if I got too comfortable, everybody else on here, they think everybody doggone friend and this and that. And you know what I'm saying? When you a supporter, you feel a little
But you
connected.
took that away,
I got
though.
too
Like
comfortable,
you took
like
that,
I could say
but
whatever I
Cherry,
want to
that
say.
could Cherry,
Yeah.
that would be true. But you took it away, responded in the messages, but yet did not to
Man, she didn't
vocally
have to bring
make
it to
you
the
aware.
front door. She could have just, you know what I'm saying, text me whatever. I want to talk to you again, answer your phone or something.
But
You know what I'm
Cherry, a situation when you did not have to insert extra words.
But she laughed at it though. She laughed at it, so I thought it was all good.
Well, Cherry, she laughing, but you also didn't give her the moment to tell you nothing. Something, Cherry, was on the front end. You took away the back end option. Like, there is a
brought it to the
call.
front end. I ain't bring it to the front end.
No. What I'm saying is, on this, what I see, there is a call that was activated. Who activated the call?
Diamond called me.
Exactly. At 10:40. The reason that you cannot answer to anything that's said on this call is why.
I was gonna get cursed out.
That's what you think. See? You done said the lady gonna jump on you at the event. You done said you feel like she gonna cuss you out and you don't want to hear this foolery. This is things that you are adding. You have not made yourself clear on anything, but you have told yourself the answers to everything.
But what she said, you better not answer the phone, and with laughing emojis.
Cherry, like you better not answer the phone. I'm not saying that you might be right or wrong. Hell, you might get cussed out. Come on, Cherry. Let's not go anywhere from her stating you lucky you didn't answer the phone. Like, Cherry, that's the reason why you should have answered.
With laughing emojis, don't leave that out. So she was laughing at that. So it was like a kiki, whatever. It wasn't like I caused harm.
Cherry, but she still made you aware of where she was offended.
I know, but not to bring it to the front and then have everybody else come at me and they this and that, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because right now, you know what I'm saying? I'm still showing love for her right now on your panel.
Yeah, well, Cherry, you must want something. You must got something else to say.
No, I don't.
Like, you keep saying things
I'm just saying, everybody talk
just
about
take
like
you other ways.
You know what I mean? I'm behind whatever. I didn't bring it to the front and have people, dog piling and you know what I'm saying, stumping on her and all that. They were stumping on me in the comments and saying this and that, and then panels went against me and stuff. And she was, you know what I'm saying, right along with them. You know what I mean? I get it. She can do that because you know what I'm saying? It's a cause and effect. I caused the, whatever, and it was the fact come with it. But then the common cause is all, you know what I mean? It was just too much today. I know.
Like, again, you wanted this respect, you wanted this privacy, you wanted it your way. But you have to realize, by you wanting it your way, you took out any options to have her meet you 50-50 to where now, y'all being two separate women, she has to create her own lane, which is now bringing it to the forefront.
But it's that character everybody put on somebody. You know what I mean?
But that's what goes with it because Cherry, had you had this conversation behind the scenes at 10:40, you would actually have a different viewpoint. But you did not answer the phone at 10:40. At 10:40, you did not answer the phone.
At the time, I was praising God. I didn't want to get cursed out.
Cherry.
It's Sunday, man. It was Sunday.
Make up your mind.
TJ Jakes on.
So this was yesterday.
So this was yesterday. I didn't want to get cursed out.
Wait, so this was yesterday. This was not today.
Yeah, it was Sunday.
So this was yesterday.
Yeah.
So, okay. So, Lord Jesus. So this was yesterday. Oh my God. So, oh my Jesus. So you blocked from the Instagram and the live?
I'm blocked. I don't know where I'm blocked from, but I'm blocked. Okay? I'm blocked. It ain't nothing. You block, you block.
Wait, so did you try to go to the live today?
Man, she blocked me while I was in there.
Wait, so you came to the
when it ended. When it ended, I got blocked.
Today?
Yes, today.
Oh, so today when it ended, you got blocked.
I just went up there. Okay, people in the comments like, Cherry, go up there. Why you going to the panel? I said I was already up there. We already spoke already. We said we had to. I said what I had to say. They would still tell me to go up there. So my daughter called my phone. I answered, and then when I came back in the lab, people still tell me to go up there. So I went up there, and Diane was like, "What's up, Cherry?" And I was like, "You want me?" She said, "Oh, this is shit. This is bullshit I'm talking about." And and they're from. I'm just because the comic. This is a lesson too. Do not listen to the comic cousins. They will send you off.
Can I say something right here, Manny?
Hey, yes, go ahead, Miss Passion. Go ahead. Y'all
Uh-huh.
tap that screen. Welcome in,
Uh,
y'all. Thank y'all for coming in. Gift the panel, y'all. Gift the panel. This is Cherry Color Story. Apparently,
yes,
she done got into some problems out here in these streets. Gift the
yes.
panel, y'all. Help me hit my gift code. Thank y'all so much.
And black
Welcome in. Happy
Uh,
Monday.
and Black
Cherry.
Diamond is like my Beyonce, you know that I'm a
Yes.
true fan of her. So it hurts to get blocked. Though I
Well,
ain't gonna lie,
how
I'm
can you
sorry. I'm
talk to
sorry. I'm
Beyonce
sorry.
like that?
But we
Okay,
talked to her.
Passion.
We talked
Hold
to
on.
her.
Go ahead, Cherry Color. Go ahead, Passion. My bad. Cherry Color, you can't talk to Beyonce like that.
Oh,
Go
wait a
ahead,
minute. Wait a
Passion.
minute. Wait a minute. Do we not be at the TV talking to Beyonce, saying, Beyonce, you might have shouldn't have did that. Beyonce was up in that car and almost fell. And I'm like, Beyonce, you might need to stop doing that. Cause
Well, no, we all talk to our phones and things, but we don't actually disrespect the people. Like if you were in front of Beyonce, you wouldn't actually make the moments to disrespect her, would you? You would utilize those moments to empower her. You wouldn't use it to disrespect her.
well, maybe if I felt strongly about it, and sometimes we're feeling like cherry cola, like, look here, I'm down here tapping, I'm down here tap 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 tap. Drop that sucker.
So passion. I did ask Cherry Cola this earlier, and I ask you the same thing. So, are you aware of the policy that's in place when people are doing things that you may don't agree with?
We have 8 people up there from the land of Wizard of Oz. Can we drop one of them, and then we got 7 more still there sitting in the land of Wizard of Oz? So
So, is there a policy?
yeah, there's a policy. We need to kind of change the policy. If you got 8 people, all of them going out, drop 3 of them, bring up a calm person, and then work it that way. Cause we can't drop 8 people running around there in the land of Wizard of Oz. Come on, Manny.
So again, if there's a policy in place and you have some discrepancies with a guest that is in the box, you should use your right, your TikTok right, to invoke.
What if it's all 8 of them?
Well, I mean, then you know what rights you have and how you're able to handle all 8 people.
Man, you can't drop the main topic. It
So
don't
then,
be
who problem
it
is
don't be
that? Do you not
interesting.
hear?
You know,
So
the
you
nitty-gritty.
saying you can't drop the main topic, but your advice is to give advice as well as disrespect the person.
I think Cherry made it kind of funny and a little serious and funny and a little serious that
So then,
okay,
passion. Why did Cherry not answer the phone?
I don't know. She
It was
might have
out
been
of nowhere
busy.
because I was surprised she called me, man. I got a little scared. I'm like, dude, she called me back after this. You know what I mean? And it's like, and I know she probably called probably to curse me out.
Well, again, passion. Have you read the message?
I was in the live this morning.
Okay, so passion. From what Cherry stated, and Cherry feeling like laughing emojis in their relationship is just what Cherry has explained. Wouldn't you think that deserves a phone call?
I was at work too, though.
No, no, no.
It's,
I'm asking passion. Passion, do you think that they deserved a phone call?
yes, and Sherry could have called her back, but she knew she was gonna get cussed out.
Hmm.
So I probably would have just sent the message again, and I probably wouldn't answer the phone either because my butt finna get roasted. So
Thank you, Pastor. Thank you. You know how
I'm
that is
sorry.
a roast.
I'm
So
100.
passion, the same thing I told Cherry earlier. You can dish the roasting, but now you can't take the roasting.
Well, it ain't a roasting. It's a you know,
It's laughing emojis.
it's just like a love tap. Like, look, I want you to look at this. It ain't that serious, but can you look at this? Can you take a look at it?
But is that supposed to get my attention by by giving me the reference that I resemble a not Barbie,
Oh, Wait a minute. That is a compliment. That's a compliment. You resemble a Barbie.
Well, no, she didn't
And
use
that,
Barbie. She didn't. No, no, no. Let's be correct. She didn't use Barbie, sweetie.
what
What
she
did you
yeah, what
use,
she used
Cherry?
Raggedy Ann
ragdoll.
is cute. Raggedy Ann is a pretty dot. I had a Raggedy
Raggedy
Ann
Yeah.
when I
Ann.
was young. Stop playing, Manny. Raggedy Ann is
Yes.
cute now. She's cute.
Yes. Cause we are supporters and we don't say that much.
So you think Passion, her using not Barbie, but that doll that she just referenced is a better reference?
Well, a ragdoll is cute. I don't have a problem with ragdoll.
Thank
I
you.
really don't, Manny.
So then
Raggedy
she
Ann
should have
never been
answered.
cute.
So she should have answered the phone. If y'all again don't have problems with the things that y'all are putting out here, then why is it so hard to get y'all on the phone?
Manny, I may get in your DMs and say, Manny, you might need to look at this right here. Now, and I may not
She
answer phone.
said
I know
more
you
than
might be
that.
in it,
She
you
said
know.
more than that, Passion. She said much more than that. Let's move on to Drop Queen. Drop Queen and then
Hi,
Long Island Girl. Hi, Drop Queen. Hi,
hi
Long Island.
everybody.
Hi,
Hi
Manny.
everybody. Good afternoon. Happy Monday. Well, Cherry Cola, I just wanted to say, you know how you used to drag me in those comments, talk about I want to
Oh
be up
Lord.
diamond ass and all that? Well, baby, you up here begging to be back up her ass. Funny how the table turns. But guess what, Cherry Cola? I'm not blocked. You are. But y'all have a good day.
Anyway.
Oh, my Lord.
Anyway.
Oh my goodness. Y- Y'all gotta excuse my voice because I got a little cold and I'm getting over.
Well, Manny, I'm gonna drop because I gotta go and do some cleaning. But think about this here, Manny.
Wait
If
a
I
minute.
really
Why
get into
Diamond
my
not
car,
Diamond, I mean Drop got to be
Yeah,
blocked.
wasn't
'Cause
I
ain't no
talking?
way in hell I mean Drop got to be
Yeah,
blocked.
wasn't
'Cause
I
ain't no
talking?
way in hell she
Miss Cherry Cola, you know you playing in everybody face and you know ain't nobody dumb. You had something you wanted to say to Diamond, but you was trying to be funny. So my question is, what did you think was going to happen?
it
That's
was
my question.
it was on the back end. It didn't come to the
Right.
front. Not
But
to
when
the
you
front
didn't
like getting
answer
your
the phone
not isn't
call,
not it
she
came to the
couldn't
front like
complete it.
getting your emotions.
You
Get
said
your
what you wanted to
emotions,
say.
okay?
No,
I
listen.
apologize. Why you in
Listen,
your
ma'am.
emotions
Listen.
though?
Listen. Please. I'm not here to argue. Listen.
Yes, you is. Look
You
at your tone of
listen.
your
Well,
You're
hold on,
listening to my
Cherry.
voice.
your
Cherry,
emotions.
allow. Okay, so Cherry, allow her to explain to you her sentiments.
Thank
Go
you.
ahead, Long Island.
When you didn't answer the phone, you got to say what you got to say, but Diamond didn't get a chance to comment. And your excuse for that is, I didn't want to get cursed out. So now Diamond took it and brought it to the front end because you was being shady. So now she being shady. What's wrong with that?
Ain't nothing wrong with that. We know we talk one on one. I apologize stuff like that. But
Okay. Well, when
and
Diamond
then
thinks,
Well, you keep trying to see Cherry Cola. You keep
this
going
don't
back to.
cause me to get blocked.
But hold
This
on,
don't
Cherry
cause me
Cola.
to
You
get blocked.
see how you keep going back to you all sentiments that you shared the one on one. You broke that one on one. You see how you keep reminding yourself of the one on one that you broke. You broke that. You did not answer the phone. So you can't keep going back reminiscing on the one on one that you didn't even allow to happen. You go from laughing
she
emojis to
knew
one
that,
on one.
and she knew that,
You
like,
took that away.
ain't nothing dumb about that girl. That woman, she knows that. So you got it then. You know what I'm saying? Like you didn't realize that Diamond was going to take it to the front though, and that you was going to get all this backlash. You know why? Because Diamond stay in her little world over there, and she don't bother nobody. And it just seems like everybody. Listen, Aries had to apologize for the last two times that she was up on the panel. And I'm sorry for saying names. I know y'all don't like it, but it's a fact. And now here you come today. Why is everybody harassing her? Like, leave her be with her topics in the corner. But that's just my opinion. Thank you, Manny.
Thank you, Island. Long Island. Go ahead, hippie. Ooh, child cherry. Mm-mm-mm.
People too emotional, man. Calm down. Calm yourself down.
Cherry, you should answer the phone then. Two people too emotional. What? Says the person that didn't answer the phone. Oh God.
Jerry, so I missed a lot of the live, but I was there for the part when you got blocked. And I was there when you came into the box. So my question is hearing your sentiments now in the newsroom, because I was interested to hear, what really happened and how we got to that point. So my question for you is woman to woman, if you looked at Diamond in the way that you say you did, like Beyonce, right? To me, that's iconic, right? That's something to be respected, someone you would admire.
Yeah, I'm a big
If y'all
fan.
had that conversation, okay. So with that in mind, if you had that conversation yesterday on the back end, and Diamond, I would, you could look at it either way. Either she brought it to the front end or she brought the conversation and the topic to the front end to be able to maybe possibly receive feedback from her audience about if they agree or disagree with you, right? If that happened, and then she also allowed you to come in her box, it sounds like at least twice. The second time that you were in her box, when I witnessed you in the box and she asked you what was up or, you know, what you had to say, why wasn't the first thing I apologize? Why was your response?
I
Did you
heard you
have
was look.
something to
I
say
heard
to
you was
me?
looking for me. I said I heard you was looking for me. Here I go. I was just. This is my character,
Come
man.
through, Mike! Come through, Mike! Go ahead, Cherry. My apologies.
I came up there, Manny. I was like, I heard somebody was looking for me. Here I go. It was just, I was, that it was an intro.
Thank you,
It
Dior.
was my
No,
character.
no,
I didn't
Cherry.
mean
I
no
was there
harm
for that
about it. It
part.
wasn't no
I was there for that
disrespect,
part,
man.
Cherry. You
So,
didn't you
sweetest
didn't
Swift,
deliver it in a song way. You
Miss
literally said
Nubian,
it.
come through. Thank you, Miss Nubian. So, sweetest Swift in the comments says, because you meant what you said. Is that true, Cherry Cola? Did you mean every word that you said,
Yeah, I
or
told that
indeed are
man.
there some things that you indeed apologize for?
I meant what I said, but then I apologize for the, what I'm saying? Because sometimes you could say stuff, but you don't know it could offend somebody. You used to saying stuff, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people say things that they say out their mouth, it ain't, used to saying, but, you don't think that, okay, this might make this person feel this kind of way. So when she, I see it in her, I heard it in her voice, I saw it in her face expression, her body language that I really offend her. So I felt bad. I really did. I got a little teary eye, and I did say, I'm sorry. I did apologize. Like, I don't know
Okay,
how
but
many times, but I did.
and I hear you, but my question is, even you're adding more sentiments, right? And I appreciate the sentiments because it's furthering my. I'm very inquisitive about why the first thing that came out of your mouth was, "I heard you were. Are you looking for me, or did you have something to say to me?" Instead of "I apologize" or "I'm sorry," because she was actually still extending another olive branch to you. The way I see it, right? You can be looking at it differently, so I'm asking you to explain it to me. But the way I see it is she allowed you into the box to have that voice. As she announced the show was over, she was drained and she was over it, right? But she still allowed you into the box to maybe
Come
wrap
through,
it up or,
damn!
maybe gain a
Not to
conclusion.
go in the box and then you apologize, but like, you know what? I don't think you mean it. I ain't going to accept it. I'm not going to accept it. I meant the apology. You know what I mean? But if you think I don't mean it and you're not going to accept it, what am I supposed to do about it?
So, Cherry Color, let me ask you this. Why didn't you return the call through the app that you received the call from? Why did you not follow
Because
those steps?
it was gonna go like this. You mother effer. You son of a. You got that. You know what I'm saying? When I didn't want to come off like that. I want to come off like Kiki, you know what I'm saying? This, that, whatever. But I know how, you know what I'm saying, Diamond Rose could be. I know how she could get. You know what I mean? So I didn't want to, you know what I'm saying, mess up. I just didn't want that. So I didn't answer the phone. And then read the text with the emojis. Read the text with the emojis. Manny, read it. And say them emojis on it too. So I'm thinking like, okay, we're cool. You know what I'm saying? She's like, read it. Read what she said. What was the response after that? Read the responses. You don't want to read it because you want to do that thing, Manny. Read the response.
No. I'm not doing anything. I'm just saying, Cherry Cola, you had time to respond through the means in which she first contacted you and you first contacted her. You had means to respond between then and now.
I didn't want to get rough and stumped with the Afro pumps. Okay, I didn't want to get that, and yeah, I didn't. But you know what I'm
So
saying?
you still got jokes in you, though.
No, I don't get.
That's what I'm trying to figure out. You still got
I'm
jokes in you,
trying not to.
though.
I'm trying to be TikTok. You know, use TikTok language. Okay, that's what I'm doing right now. And ain't jokes. I'm using other words besides using the words that I want to use.
So are you apologetic or not?
Yes, I am. I apologize to her, but I just came over here because I want to know everybody. Because you know, sometimes it's best to hear from somebody else, opinions. Cause the common cousin, I know y'all love Mafia. I know Manny. You know he ride rock, and I ride rock with her too. So I just want to hear what I did wrong, so I could get it in my head. Okay, you did this wrong. Don't do this again. Because sometimes we need that. You know, y'all know I won't raise on morals and rules and regulations and policies. You know what I'm saying? I got in what I fit in. I saw what somebody did and I did that without thinking. So I'm still got time to grow. We all got time to grow. But you know, like I said, I just want to hear many opinion. When he think about it, and he said he thought I was wrong. I should never went there, and I went there. So you know, now I see I did. It was wrong. You know, the rubbing on the feet and what you say, regularly and then I asked him the phone. Okay,
Well,
three
we said
strikes.
what
I
you
got
said.
blocked. Hey.
So Manny, are you gonna
Yeah,
be the
those
next
are
Raggedy
definitely.
Ann doll if you don't make sure we don't have people acting up in your panels? I'm just wondering.
Well, my sentiments are, if I reach out to you, as I state, I do give everybody opportunity to understand them if they allow me the opportunity to understand them. Now, if you take that option away and you give me more of the control, it can go in either direction. But
But man, can I ask you a question? Do I sound scary? Do I sound like I'm a scary person? I'm a person that you meet. Do I sound like a person you meet in public that I will come off aggressive and I'm scary? Do I sound like that? Do it? Come on now. People when it comes to she
well,
sounds scary. She like this. You know, it just all
You
just.
were too scared to answer the
I would.
phone, though, Cherry Cola. That's where Scary came in. You couldn't even answer the phone. You didn't want to get, what'd you say, stumped, dumped
I didn't want to get
on the
cursed
phone?
out.
Well,
Girl,
yeah. See, I'm not gonna say that you're scary.
But you was at
What
work.
I will say is that you are manipulative, Cherry. I don't think you're scary. I think you know what you're doing. Yes, that it may be correct that you were not taught some things, but I do think that you are aware of some things, but I do not think that you're scary. No, I do think you're manipulative though.
So you think when I apologize to Diamond on the panel and she goes, I ain't gonna accept your apology because y'all do this thing, y'all say y'all sorry, y'all don't mean it. But I do mean it. You know what I mean? I know a lot of people go on the panel and they do things and they say they sorry and they go and you know what I'm saying, do other things, but I'm not like that. Everybody not like that.
Yeah, I'm not negating that you don't mean, that you've done something wrong. I'm just saying that you're not scary. Like, again, you knew that you were going to be cussed out. You did not want to be cussed out. You wanted to gain control. You wanted to keep control. Again, you manipulated your way to ensure that you stayed in control. And that's what it was all about. Like, even when you came into the room, you said, was anybody looking for you? like,